So this video is about Spanish 1, the easiest of all Spanish lessons, and what to expect from it. So being the easiest of all Spanish lessons, Spanish 1 has a fairly straightforward curriculum, and from the very beginning it includes phrases such as can I use the bathroom, where is the bathroom, can I borrow a pencil, or can I fill my water bottle. Some of the most important phrases that you'll ever need to learn. Before jumping into the first actual unit, where you get adjectives to describe yourself, such as whether you're athletic or not, tall, short, friendly, nice. It's basic adjectives that you'll need. Then in the second unit, you get words to describe your family, and you will learn how to translate hate relatives such as brother, sister, dad, mom, uncle, aunt, and so on into Spanish. And then the third unit is probably the longest and most challenging, due to the school unit having well over 100 vocabulary words during any given year. And it's also in this unit where you'll learn how to tell time to the minute and conjugate verbs in the present tense. But then it gets a bit easier from there, because the fourth unit just tells you to describe food. Basically you just have to translate food names in Spanish. And the fifth unit, also the last one, is where you describe clothing. You'll learn how to name certain objects of clothing in Spanish, and to describe your preferences for different clothes. And for the academic requirements, like all language courses, as it focuses on the 4 areas of fluency, which are speaking, writing, listening, and reading. But since it's a beginner level course, we're not expected to read as much in Spanish, but we do occasionally write short essays and record ourselves speaking in Spanish every once in a while. And at the beginning of every class, there's a question, and that relates to what we're learning about in Spanish, that usually our teacher uses for attendance, with difficulty increasing throughout the year. And usually here we get packets of activities that also tie in with what we're learning, which usually range from 3 to 5 pages. I usually get through those in less than half a class period, though usually we get about an hour and a half to work on them. And now onto the final projects. So at the end of this may sound a little intimidating, but at the end of the year, you're only required to have a 3-minute conversation in Spanish with your teacher. And on the absolute last day of class, your actual final exam comes in the form of a simple multiple choice question, where it gives you some short passages in Spanish, and you have to answer questions in English. And that's about it for Spanish 1, in case any of you are willing to take it. Adios.